Hello, good afternoon, and welcome, sports fans. This is a live video streaming event here on Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts and sponsors. I'm Aaron Nilsson with Andy Canada coming to you live from where else that we come from. We are at Crater High School in Central Point, Oregon. Thank you for joining us today. Also, all of you who are Mountain View High School Cougars fans, welcome you as well for tuning in, and for those who've traveled down here. This is the Lithia Superstore Game Day, powered by Siskiyou Sailor in Southern Oregon, featuring the 1-0 Mountain View Cougars, and it doesn't look like Crater has played a game as of yet. This will be their first. They are the host on this about 60-degree day, partly cloudy, kind of like almost a hazy overcast. We're pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net in partnership with our community business partners. Joe Brett is the executive producer for today's event. We appreciate all of our sponsors who keep these events for free for you to enjoy. Let them know you appreciate their support and support us, Table Rock Sports. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, the one you're on right now. Click on the red subscribe button. We will let you know when those games go live. Danny, we're now outdoors. We're okay. The rain's probably going to hold off until tonight into tomorrow. This game should go through just fine. How are you feeling to be outside and for this game today?
Well, I love being outside. It's a doubleheader today. We're only bringing you the first game of the doubleheader. So, it's being such a nice almost spring day as spring kicks off on Monday. Be good to be out here to bring you both games. But just the first game for you today. A little overcast, no breeze. But I'm excited to be here for sure. Crater, first game. Didn't participate in the Jamboree. It was canceled. I was talking to one of the coaches earlier, so weather didn't let them get out there. So it's the first game for the girls at home, welcoming Mountain View Cougars. So thanks for coming and making the trip here as we do the opening lineups.
The Jamboree was on Monday. I think, was that the day it was pouring? There was one day it was just rained all day. Was that Monday? I don't remember when that was, or if that was last week. But had a lot of it, more on the way. Yeah, the doubleheader today, 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock. This being the one we'll have off next week. Then we got some baseball and more softball the week after to round out March. But we are going to be in the, pardon the pun, full swing of things here with the baseball and softball seasons. So we got, those lineups. We are going to step away for just a moment. Again, you're watching TableRockSports.net. Thank you for tuning in. We're right back.
You know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
What do you do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Get ready for winter's snowy, icy, slippery roads at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up on over 100 quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs, and every pre-owned 4x4 and all-wheel drive in stock is sale priced. Many are still under factory warranty or come with our 60-day, 3,000-mile comprehensive used vehicle warranty. And our finance experts are ready to help with a quick, easy, and hassle-free process with great finance options. Be safe, warm, and secure this winter. Get to the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So what do you do when you get injured on the job and need to know your rights with workers' compensation? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Get ready, Mountain View. See how they're on the screen. mostly black and mostly white. Crater will take the field. We'll have some similar names for you from last season, remember, but we'll have some new ones as well. Give them a minute just to get warmed up a little bit more. But it is fairly, it's cool. It's a cool day. I mean, 60s, I'm good with 60s.
It's perfect
That's
out
for
here
sure.
right now. Yeah, it's gorgeous. Yeah, the sun is under a little cloud cover, so it's not totally beating down on us, which is perfect for the players that are going to be out there hustling, running around. You know, I guess softball would be one of the least hustle sports that are out there if you're comparing it to, say, soccer or, you know, basketball up and down the court or the pitch. But, hey, it's a nice day. 2 games. Great way to kill the afternoon.
And we will, not having the lineups here with us, we do have the rosters, and we will get those announced as they come up to the plate. But Sarah Stacy, the head coach for the Cougars, Chris Arnold and Dan Hopkinson for the Comets. Brooke Hainers, Brooklyn, full name. Leading off for the Cougars. And we will get who's on the mound for the Comets in just a second.
I believe it's Susie.
That it is, Suzanne Foster.
Yeah, she's starting off on the mound for the Comets today. Next game is going to be Alexis. Pitcher of the year last year, I believe.
That one hit up the middle. That'll be a base hit for Hainers. Opening this one with the single. Number 2. Batting second, Addison Carroll. Swing and a miss. Second pitch low, ball 1.
Yeah, Alexis Perez was pitcher of the year last year. They're going to showcase her in the second game today.
That one's high. Throw back to first. She's back in time. Wasn't she only a freshman last year?
Well,
What was she?
she is a junior this year.
Okay, so
So,
sophomore.
Sophomore.
Knew she was young. A 2-1 pitch. Outside as well. That's 3-1. Out of first. Hainers will be safe at second. Ashton Clark, Jr. Low ball 1. Clark being the first lefty so far in the lineup. That was a second ball.
No, that was a strike for sure. I think the first one was actually a strike as well. Yeah. 1 ball, 2 strikes. They got up on the.
Can't tell when they say just heard, whoa. Like, I don't know if it's ball or strike. I heard
usually
ball.
They only make a noise if it's a strike. They don't usually say anything if it's a ball. And
So
usually,
confusing.
every umpire is a little bit different. And first one of the season here, they got 3 blue out there today. Sometimes we're only dealing with 2. That one there.
Usually I'm used to a ball not having any
noise. Yeah.
Yeah, just okay, that's it. But
Yeah.
then it's not like he went ball.
Yeah, we're way down here on the first baseline here, outfield. So it's kind of hard to hear, but yeah, we're 2-2, 1 out, and
That's a strikeout for Foster, and for Clark goes down.
Nicely done.
First strikeout for Foster.
Number 7, Alexis. I didn't hear the last name. Up from Mountain View. The Cougars.
That would be Everest, number 7. Right to Foster, and out number 3. We head to the bottom of the first. 1 hit, no runs. Be right back on TableRockSports.net.
Any phone you want.
Anyone I want?
Any phone you want.
Say cheese.
Connection is the greatest gift of all.
Mama.
At US Cellular, we're offering any phone free for new and current customers.
New and current customers get any phone free at Siskiyou Cellular, the Rogue Valley's exclusive authorized agent for US Cellular. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Well, just in time for the spring sports seasons, Table Rock Sports welcomes Dutch Bros to our sponsor lineup. Now, when you enjoy your favorite Dutch Bros treats, you'll also be helping connect high school sports fans teams through Table Rock Sports. And today's game brought to you by Schlesinger de Villeneuve, attorneys with practices throughout Southern Oregon. Also, the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role campaign promoting respectful behavior at youth sporting events.
My dad used to work at Dutch, and she lived here before she went to school.
Yeah, she did. They're everywhere. There were a bunch of them I passed in Arizona when I was down there in Phoenix last week. And, yep, they have a name for themselves. They got quite a foothold in many different states.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're in Utah, too.
Yes, they are.
They're over there. And she loved that job.
Got a lot of energy when you work there.
She's got it.
Leading off, Taylor Kenworthy. And almost the same exact thing as the Cougars had done in the first. But this will be a double for Kenworthy instead of a single, which Henner's got. Looks like it is Ashton Clark, the starting pitcher for the Cougars.
Nice lead off for the Comets there.
Liliana Reed, batting second. So Lily Reed. It's going to be ball 1. See, it sounds like bull.
Yep.
But it is 1-1. That was a strike. The button goes foul. That'll be strike 2.
Lily Reed, the only catcher for the Comets right now, talking with the coaches earlier, her being a senior, she'd be gone next year. They're going to have to start coaching and developing a new catcher for the Comets for next year. And, well, hopefully no injuries to Lily this year. Otherwise, they're going to be sort of scrambling for a catcher. We're working on a couple of girls on the JV team, never played catcher before, working to coach them up in that position.
It's like Alyssa Kilbane now batting third.
Because the pitch, we got runner on third now, able to take a free base. Scoring position now, only 1 out for the Comets.
1 ball, no strikes. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouled back, strike 2.
Those two both heading to our neighbor. He's probably going to be collecting a few more balls this season.
It's that time of year again. People get a lot of added lawn ornaments. Low ball 2. 2-2. This one hit into the gap, and it drops. Kenworthy will come home from third. Kilbane in safely at second with an RBI double.
Way to take advantage of the runner in scoring position, not letting that go to waste. Comets first one on the board. Maddie Shadell up now, senior, first base. He's been a long-time player for the Comets.
It's the first pitch of a strike. That hit from Kilbane dropping right over the center fielder and right just a couple feet away from the right fielder.
Yeah, really nice placement by Kilbane.
Down the line. They're sending Kilbane home. That's an RBI single for Shadell. 2-0.
Little huddle up here for the Cougars. Going over the game plan. Always a good idea. Finding yourself down 2-0 in the bottom of the first. Don't want to let that start to spiral out of control. Could become a long day.
Starting pitcher now up to bat, Susie Foster. Already getting a little help from her teammates, but see what she could do to help her own cause.
First pitch is strike.
This one will drop. Just a single, but now it's first and second, only 1 out. I remember that walk-up song. Two Fosters back-to-back in the lineup. They'll drop, but get tagged out at second. And safe at first, and then she'll come home. A lot of craziness going on. So we've got 2 down. Runner at second. 3-0. So Foster will be at second. Peyton Schwab batting 7th. Wasn't she the leadoff last season?
Peyton Schwab?
Yeah.
One of the first hit. I think so.
Another ball.
Schwab is a junior as well.
Now the ball. Another ball.
What, you got 3-1? Or all
3-0.
3?
All 3-1. They had a strike. This one hit deep. It will drop at the base of the fence. Foster comes home. Schwab in with an RBI double. It's now 4-0. A lot of runs here in the first.
Yeah, baseball, softball can get out of control real quick.
Alexis Perez. Hit past third base. Schwab comes around. That's an RBI single for Perez, and it's now 5-0. I want to talk about this. Clark struggling here, get up a lot of hits. Spring sports action is brought to you by our title sponsor, Lithia Superstore Jeep Dodge Chrysler. Visit lithiasuperstore.com to find your next ride. And our presenting sponsor, Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon, with 7 locations to serve you. And only one of the 8 batters so far for the Comets without a hit. That was Lily Reed at the strikeout.
Grace Aldridge up to bat now.
That's another hit. Perez heading to third.
Kind of gets there no problem, too. Even with the ball in the infield.
We have come around all the way back to number 1. Kenworthy up, who started this off with a double.
Wow.
Pops that back up. Strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Grace Aldridge, though, she'll take a base. Runners on second and third now.
In the dirt, ball 1.
Always makes me giggle sometimes when they come rolling in, you know. Just off your finger wrong or just a little twist wrong. Softball turns into bowling.
That one hit well. That'll bounce off the fence. That will score both of them. Aldrich and Perez come home. It's now 7-0. RBI double for Kenworthy. That's 2 doubles for her.
Yeah, first one not an RBI because nobody's on base yet.
She's 2 for 2.
It's a good way to start your first game of the season.
Oof.
Lily Reed back up now. She'll take strike 1. Swinging him.
Again, Lily Reed, the only one without a hit so far. One and one.
Another ball, 2-1.
That one is foul. It's 2-2. That one chopped into the outfield. Kenworthy comes around to score. RBI single for Reed. Every player so far in the lineup has now gotten at least one hit.
And several have gotten RBIs, which is going to make it tough for Mountain View.
Kilbane RBI double her first time up.
Coach Arnold running out. Looks like we're going to have a quick runner come in to replace for Reed. I didn't catch the number, though, hiding behind the first base umpire there. I'll get it for you in a minute.
I believe it's 14.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Michaela Freeman, Jr. Ball 1. Shot back. 1-1. Shot back again, almost the same place, 1-2. So the 12th batter in this first inning. Bottom of the first inning. Another foul. Still 1-2. Grounded up past shortstop. A single for Kilbane.
right through the 5-hole there.
Maddie Shadell back up. RBI single, her first time. And we might have a pitching change for the Cougars. We'll see. At least meeting in the circle.
Yeah, definitely having a little huddle here.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Vista Utilities and our friends from Pinnacle 365. Use your peak rewards to save on gas and snacks on your next road trip. Our road trip will be at the end of June.
Once all the sports are done.
Just in 3 months' time.
Be our summer road trip. We should make that an annual thing, dude. How long have we been doing this together now? What, 3 years? 4 years together doing this?
For Crater?
For Crater. I mean, is it
3 years, I think. For sure.
Yeah, because you were up in GP for your first year, right?
I was all over the place.
Yeah,
I was helping out with everything, whatever. And then, South Medford for a year, Grants Pass for a year, and now Crater for probably at least 3.
Mm-hmm. It's been fun, man. We've had some good road trips, but they've all been work road trips. So this one's going to be a fun one.
Yep. First one, we're not working for several days. Beautiful. Eight nothing. Runners on first and second. 2 down. One and one after that swing and a miss.
Shadell, big hitter, takes big swings. Last year, I've seen several go over the fence from her off the end of her bat.
Foul back, 1-2. Always fun to see at least one home run in every game.
Oh, for sure. Did you see any homers at your Diamondbacks game?
It was Angels and Dodgers.
Oh, Angels and Dodgers. Oh, that's right. Spring
training,
down in Arizona. Right, gotcha.
No.
No homers, eh?
It was 6-5 final, but it was no homers.
No
sold
homers.
out. It was beautiful, beautiful stadium. Camelback Ranch, Glendale, Arizona. Three balls, 2 strikes, full count.
Yeah, full count with 2 outs, too. Always a stressful position.
Runners will be going on this. That one not caught. Will roll to the fence. That will most likely score both. RBI double for 2 RBI double for Shadell. That's 3 RBIs for her.
3 RBIs on 2 hits because, yeah.
Now 10-0. And we have Susie Foster back up, single her first time. This kind of a lead, especially after 1/2 of an inning. Talk about Foster. She's back up in that circle in the second inning. The nerves should be completely gone. Should be very comfortable there every pitch and probably take some more risks too on her pitches. Low ball 1.
Yeah, it's always nice as a pitcher to have a comfortable lead. Like you say, you could be a little more risky with some pitches, have a little more fun out there, be a little more loose.
Ball 2. Just trying to get Clark through this inning and get this 3rd out finally. She's been hanging on 2 for a long time. Tie ball 3.
Nice job by the catcher to be able to bring that down, though. Don't let Shadell advance at all.
Three and 1.
Yeah, what a long first inning here. This second half of it, the bottom just dominated.
That one fouled off just short. 3-2. Another full count. Expect Chanel to be running on this one. The scoreboard, of course, allows double digits on the final score, the total score, but per inning does not. It only goes up to 9. It shows 0 for the bottom of the first. That'll be a walk. Foster will take first.
This is what Aaron's talking about. You take a look at the scoreboard. Looks nothing, but nope.
No, it is still 10-0. I know the cost what that would be because, of course, that's a larger scoreboard to allow multiple digits in one half inning. Doesn't happen very often.
Nah, it's so rare. No point in updating a scoreboard. Everybody knows what's going on.
It's a pretty new scoreboard, too.
Yeah, fairly new.
Abby Foster, fielder's choice single, her first time up. Low ball 1. But, man, the food in Phoenix, oh.
Yeah, good stuff.
So good. Great burger, great African food, great Mexican. Oh, there's so much good food. Got a brat as well. They use Hawaiian sweet rolls for the bun.
Ooh, yum.
That will get it through into the outfield. Score 1. So Foster with an RBI single. So Peyton Schwab will come up. RBI double her first time up. First and second. 11-0 now.
Number 4, Peyton Schwab.
Fouled off. It's a good thing I'm sitting right now because, yeah, I'll be an up and down day for me. You're standing the whole time. I'm sitting, but I'll be up in a little bit.
My back's killing me.
Doing one thing for too long is pretty tiring.
Standing hunched over the camera here. It's all right, though.
Foul back, strike 2.
Stretching out my back after every pitch.
Ball 1. This one will drop in the outfield. Another hit. Another run. Schwab will take second after that throw. Be counted as an RBI single. 2 RBIs for her. Second and third. Still 2 outs. But 12-0 now.
Alexis Perez back up.
Strike to Perez. Perez, RBI single, her first time up. She is batter number 8 in the lineup. Her second time up, of course. Grace Aldrich on deck. If we get Perez on base, we'll have gone through the order twice. But this, yep, as she will. Single, 2 RBI single into the outfield.
Wow. I don't think I've ever seen this. This is a first for me. I don't think I've ever in an inning seen the rotation go through more than once.
It is 14-0. Grace Aldrich now up to bat. Single her first time up. 1 for 1. Her second time up. Twice through the full order in this bottom of the first for the Comets.
Yeah, definitely a first for me. You ever?
Oh, I have not seen that either. I've gotten to where, you got into the lineup the second time around in the first, or at least another half inning, but not the full order twice. Not ever seen that.
And not in the first inning.
Definitely not the first inning.
Usually it's later down in the game, they're tired, maybe you're just making mistakes, you're kind of weary.
Relief pitcher comes in, maybe the starter's out. But, not in the first. Talk about a hot start.
On a cool day. Good way to start your season, too. Get your hopes up. Yeah, Mountain View coming in, too, with a win already, so good team.
Foul back, 2-1. I'm sure the whole Cougars team wants to sit down, but especially Clark there. She'll want a little rest. Watching her pitch count. That one gets through as well. Another single. Aldrich, 2 singles now. First and second. Still 2 down.
And the crazy thing, too, it's been 2 outs for
long time.
I don't know, 8 runs, 9 runs maybe?
It was the fielder's choice single for Abby Foster in that. I was about to say in that first inning. It's still the first inning. Fielder's choice single. Abby Foster, the 6th in the lineup. That was the second out. We've gone through the full lineup and 3 batters. We're coming up on the 4th batter. Basically 13 batters since that second inning. Or second out, excuse me.
So, we got 2 games here today. You and I are only doing the first game, but the teams here, they have 2 games. When do you call it and start the second game? What do you do there? Do you do the full 5 innings? Because that's where we're heading, right, towards a mercy rule in the 5th.
Correct.
I would be like, all right, give them this win. Let's just start game number 2.
I know the coaches, there's a choice. That one hit deep. And that's a home run. That was a home run, was it not?
They just threw their hands up, and they're all just walking off the field here. So
it looked like it went between the fence. I see it over there. I believe that was a home run. Is that it then?
I don't know.
Or is that now? Did she catch it? I don't know what happened. We'll be back. Daddy's going to find out what happened with her.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Come enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
That's what I just said on air. I'm like, where did you?
So we're going to update this now for you. So we do move. The runner was out. I don't know if that was a home run technically, or if it was just the
fence,
base
stayed
of
inside.
It. Okay. So runner getting off the base early.
Left the base
called
before
out.
the pitcher released the ball is what, So
brings us to the top of the second. It's already 1 out. Not sure who was there. kind of a lot of confusion. We had some explanation.
Yeah, of course, I didn't see the player run. You and I were focused on the batter and what's happening up there. So good job by the the umpires out there watching the other players on the bases, which is their job, which they need to do. But you and I, as commentators sitting way back, we didn't see what happened. What happened? How did everyone just stop?
Didn't look where their foot was, on the base or off the base.
Right. I just thought everyone just stopped on that. It was kind of interesting, but that was the call, and that's why they stopped. And you know what's really my small softball coaching experience? I coached my daughter's team when she was 12. We went up to the All-Star game, and we were playing up there. And my daughter was on second base. It was the last out in the 9th inning. They had already beaten us by about 6 points or so there's no chance of us coming back. But my daughter left the base early. They called her out in that end of the game, and she felt so bad because she felt like she lost it for the team. When you're 12, right, these are the kind of things you think. And I just had to, comfort her and let her know, hon, there's no way you guys were coming back. That team and the All-Stars, they were just fantastic. They could pitch, they could hit, they were able to run. So they had us beat in all areas of the game. But yeah, we went up there. We lost our first. We won our second, and then that was our third one. So 2 losses and you're out is how they did it. But it was a fun experience. We had a great time. All the girls, they just encouraged my daughter. They let her know that wasn't her fault, blah, 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 But, of course, you feel like that, right? Because you were the one that produces that last out. And so, you feel like it's your fault. And it's so easy to do, too. When you're so excited and you're amped and you're ready to run, yeah, it's easy to do. So 17 points from the Comets on that first one. Yeah, that's definitely a first for me, man.
So Sierra Lane on first with the walk. Reese Newton. As Lane gets picked off, heading to second. That'll be 2 down. They did give 3 runs to the Comets, but the out was from the early runner.
Gosh, she got hit by that pitch there. Yeah, she'll take a base. Number 16 for the Cougars. I'm not sure who that was.
Reese Newton.
There you go.
Batting 8th, Stella Rhodes.
Stella. Nice pitch there from Foster.
In the dirt. 1-1. And Newton thrown out, heading to second. Now we will head to the bottom of the second. 17-0 Crater. You're watching TableRockSports.net.
You do when you don't know the first step in applying for Social Security disability? It's easy. Just go to LetUsFightForYou.com. That's it. LetUsFightForYou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with Crispy Crunchy Chicken's mouth-watering chicken and chicken tenders. Wherever your next adventure takes you, we're here to keep you energized throughout the day. And our new Peak Rewards program helps you save money on fuel so you can travel further for less. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
There's a time machine that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
And welcome back here. Crater High School. Going to be bottom of the second. Crater back up. Do not believe Clark, though. She is not. We've got a new pitcher for Mountain View. It's going to be number 7, Alexis Everest. She was batting cleanup. For almost 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the clear choice in Southern Oregon for your home, vehicle, or business needs. Locally owned, family-run, Bill's Glass supports our schools and communities. And also, we mentioned Grants Pass a little bit ago. Make sure to visit Tap Rock Northwest Bar and Grill on the banks of the Rogue River. Include that in your next Caveman game. First-class food and a new menu awaits you at Tap Rock.
What a fun place to eat. Sitting there overlooking the river.
Especially spring, summer when you all the jet boat people loading up right there.
After a
Hellgate.
game. What a great day. So you notice the score, they changed it back down to 14, so there was a mistake
by
the scorekeeper here.
That's what I thought. It was like, wait a second. Because if she did leave early, then that run would have been counted. But with 2 on the base and the 1 hitter, that's your 3 runs if one of them was out. But was it the first run that left early? Because maybe if they crossed the home plate before. But no, if you counted them out.
If you leave early, you're done. Like
so
that's
all
it.
of them
So
would be
all of them
negated.
would be out, yeah. So
okay. So it was 14-0, not 17. For that clarification.
yeah, I think that was just an error by the scorekeeper here on the grounds and fixing that up over there.
Because it looked
right
like
now.
a home run. They just probably put it down as a home run.
Yeah.
Then forgot to correct it. Taylor Kenworthy, 2 for 2, double, RBI double. Takes that one for a strike from Everest. That one foul. Strike 2.
Ooh.
I got her on the shoulder.
Oh, heard that from here. Youch. It always amazes me, in the majors when these guys are throwing 80, 90 miles an hour and it hits some of these players, how they can just shake it off.
Yeah.
It's wow.
Lily Reed, 1 for 2. Strikeout and RBI single. That's ball 1. That's why they have a lot of protection with their helmet coming down over their ears. They'll wear things on their wrists. This going to be a wild pitch. Kenworthy on second now. 2 balls.
It's always great having that little cushion to first. Just in case the hit's not so strong, the first base runner doesn't have to worry about it, already there. And that can make it a little bit difficult for the opposing team too, to kind of see where to make the out. Take a couple seconds to hesitate to choose, and all of a sudden you've got 2 safe players, right? So you got to be ready with your decision where you're going to go.
So if it's in the infield, you want to keep your eye on, look over at the person on second, be like, stay, and then throw it to first, and hopefully it's in time. That one's over by Everest. Just went ahead and took second on that. So second and third.
Lackadaisical play there by the Cougars catcher. Just letting Lily run all over.
Kenworthy on third. Reed on second. Kilbane 2 for 2, RBI double and a single. 2 for strike 1. And it drops. Did they get her in time? They did not. Kenworthy comes home to score. Reed moves to third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. 15-0.
Maddie Sheedle up to bat, right? Maddie
Sheedle, yes.
Yeah. All the outfielders came right back to the warning track here, right at the edge of the grass and the gravel. There's all the grass is open. Not a single player on the grass.
She's too fast. Gets there in time. And another infield single. Another RBI.
And I'm going to say that swing, that hit was probably a mistake but it was perfect because all of the outfielders were back. If that would have just gotten through that third baseman's leg, that would have been just grass for miles. So good stop there. I don't think Maddie got all what she wanted on that hit.
It's be off the catcher's mitt. Runners advance, second and third.
Did you say Evander?
I don't know. I was saying I think I was just saying advancing before the runners advance. I was saying like advancing runners. I don't know what I was saying. 16-0.
It's like your brain just crossed wires for a second there. How that happens all the time. Welcome to live television. Or streaming, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Live radio, I mess up all the time. It's fun stuff. First thing in the morning, trying to get your mouth to say what your brain is
brown
thinking.
Cow. Unique New York. Unique New York. And then sometimes you just talk so much and you're just exhausted.
Yep.
3 balls, no strikes.
Your brain's thinking about what to say ahead of what your mouth's saying, like down the road. And
I've got 16-0. They've only got 15 on the scoreboard. We've had 2 runners come
well,
across.
They've also still got 17 for first inning, so there's a couple mess-ups on that scoreboard.
We'll get it right for you, folks. John Scott scoreboard is rarely incorrect. That'll be a walk. Bases loaded, nobody out. Abby Foster. It's 2 walks for Susie Foster. Abby Foster, fielder's choice single and an RBI single, both from the first. She's 2 for 2.
Bases loaded right here. No outs. This could turn into some more disaster for the Cougars if Foster gets a hold of this at all. And she does. It goes foul.
So no balls, 1 strike. And all the outfielders for the Cougars, every batter, they are just staying at that warning track and just running into them.
Rather than trying to run. Yeah.
They had a few of them where it just went over their heads. They just weren't back far enough. Didn't react soon enough. That will drop, and that's what will happen if you get a hitter to drop it right in that huge gap between the infielders and the outfielders. That will be trouble. That's an RBI single. Another one for Foster. She's 3 for 3, still bases loaded, but now it's 17-0. And they have it corrected now on the scoreboard here.
Well, except for the first inning.
Correct. At least the total score is correct.
Yeah.
That one drops. Another run. Another hit.
And that's the thing, too. I mean, they're worried about it going over their heads, so they're just allowing this huge open space. Take a quick scan, and you can see what we're talking about here. Got all the Mountain View Cougars. They're all back here at the warning track.
Left fielder has popped in a little bit earlier there, a little shorter.
A touch, yeah.
Alexis Perez, 2 for 2. Could be for a strike.
Ooh, off the shoulder. Be a free base and another score for the Comets walks in.
It was 19-0. Grace Aldrich, 2 for 2, 2 singles. Still nobody out in the bottom of the second. Already had 5 runs come across. Swing and a miss by Aldrich. The JV Mountain View Critter game going on to the right of us. Wonder if that one's a doubleheader too.
Oh yeah, just across the park there.
High fly ball and caught. Out number 1. And 2. The runner gets picked off. Going early.
Yeah, no tagging up there. A little mistake.
Taylor Kenworthy again hit by a pitcher last time up. It's the first pitch for a ball. This one hit well deep. Should be caught. Oh, that is a home run. It was just over. A 3-run home run for Taylor Kenworthy.
Hey, we get our homer of the day, my friend. Woohoo! Always good to see
do.
one. Either team, whoever hits it, it's always fun to see a good homer.
Even if you're watching The Simpsons, a good homer is a good homer.
That was a good one.
22-0.
Are you a major Simpsons fan?
Major, I like him a lot for sure.
Do you remember Jacques, who was teaching Marge how to bowl and then tried to make the moves on her and took her out for brunch?
Why, maybe.
And she says, "What is brunch?" He goes, "It's not quite breakfast, it's not quite lunch, but you get a piece of cantaloupe at the end." Or a slice of cantaloupe.
Oh, man.
Anyways, Jacques is going to be making a return this year.
Okay.
He hasn't been back in 30 years. I can't believe The Simpsons have been going on for 30-something
Still
years.
only in the 20s. Only in the 20s. But yeah, it's Lily Reed now, 1 for 2. Walked her last time up. Yeah, I think they're all on Disney Plus as well, I think.
Oh, The Simpsons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which it's one of those things where I've just been going through South Park again, but Simpsons I need to, get through as well.
I was a huge Simpsons fan for years, and then I don't know if I just outgrew it or what, but then my brother became a huge Simpsons fan. He's 12 years younger than me, and they've been on air longer than he's been alive, which to me is hilarious.
Yeah.
So he became a fan.
Throwing out at first. Reed is out.
And then he would always kind of re-quote all these different shows to me. Hey, do you see The Simpsons? Blah, blah, blah. He'd tell me funny stuff. It's good stuff.
Out number 3. We head to the top of the 3rd. Home run and several more runs. It's now 22-0. You're watching TableRockSports.net.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-planning also alleviates their stress, knowing the funeral costs are already taken care of. And it allows your service to be more meaningful, with all of your wishes being taken care of. Call us today for personalized assistance in creating your own plan. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
Welcome back. Here we are, 22-0. Do not adjust your TV screens. That is correct. Whatever you're watching, actually your phone, your mobile device.
Laptop, iPad, wherever you stream your stuff.
And it should be Stella Rhodes back up because she didn't get out last time up. It was actually a throw out, I believe, at second.
Right.
Newton, I believe, was trying to steal second. She was thrown out. And
Yeah,
so
Lily
Rhodes
Reed from
was
her
up to
knee
bat.
tossed that one. That was a great throw from Lily in the backstop. Sorry to cut you off there, but yeah,
That's
you're
all
right.
good. Well, just like Newton got cut off at second. So we're going to miss there. 1-1. It did look like she didn't even want to. She had that regret as she swung. It was a slow swing. She's like, oh, why did I? That was a ball.
Yeah.
1-1 to Rhodes. That's in for strike 1 and 2. In the dirt, 2-2.
Two and 2 at 2:02. I'm playing for an hour now.
And it's 22 runs. A lot of twos.
Lot of twos.
Three and 2. Tell you what, I'm ready for my brunch. Talking about Jacques and the Simpsons and brunch and cantaloupe. I'm ready for mine, man.
It's lunchtime now. We're past brunch.
I haven't even eaten breakfast.
Uh-oh.
So so it's brunch for me.
Well, I
don't eat till noon at the earliest anyway.
Yeah, me neither.
And I was here at noon, so I'm not eating. I'm waiting till after the game. That'll be a walk. So Rhodes is on first. And who do we got here? Number 4?
I think so.
Sienna Chamberlain? Yes, she is number 9, as in the lineup number 9, but roster number 4.
First pitch, they'll foul off.
So 2 strikes. Nobody out. Rhodes on first. So we're throwing her out. Rhodes thrown out at second. That is the first out. With that strikeout, 2. It is Brooke Hainers singled her first time up. The only Cougar with a hit. A couple of walks hit by pitch. The other base runners, at least, for Mountain View. Be 1 ball, 2 strikes. Popped up. Shadell can't get it off her glove. It'll stay at 1 and 2. Today's action is brought to you in part by the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. Check out the spring programs guide to learn about events, classes, and sports leagues for all. See what's up at playmedford.com. This one popped up. Perez with the third out. We head to the bottom of the third. No runs. Still 22-0 here on.
Dear Dad, today was hard. You know how much I love you, and you know how much I love sports. I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love to play, and I love my team. I want us both to enjoy the game, win or lose. But we can't if you always lose your temper. I hope you can cheer for me and the other players. It's about more than just the score. It's about us all enjoying the experience. I hope you can join me for my next game. I really want you to be there. Love, Katie.
This Between Innings update is brought to you by PlayMedford.com. Get your hiking boots on and join in the hiking series scheduled through early May. Some are dog friendly. Visit PlayMedford.com to join the fun.
Is it like a hiking group?
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
PlayMedford.com, and some of it you have for dogs. But hike.
Interesting.
That must be new, or maybe it's not new and just haven't checked out their guide.
Yeah, I'd never heard of that, but that sounds kind of cool. My wife's always asking me to go hiking, and our dog's getting kind of fat. How do you find that again? PlayMedford.com?
PlayMedford.com.
All right, check that out.
Some dog hikes.
Yeah.
Unless it's just the dogs.
Yeah, maybe.
Just let them go.
That's actually kind of cool. And all the owners just get to sit and chill?
There we go.
Like dog sitting?
Yeah. Here you go. Go up and come back. Whenever you come back, you're going home.
Yep, there you go. Go get your energy out, up and down the hike. All the dogs go together, all the owners. So that'd be kind of hilarious.
Yeah. I guess that's more what a dog park is, I guess, right? Let them run around. You hang out.
Chase tennis balls and squirrels.
Alyssa Kilbane up now. Be 1-1 now. Two and 1. One. I don't know if you call it a rule, but a guideline, I guess, is you and I kind of talked about, with it being the obviously the 5-inning mercy rule.
Yep.
If you're up by 10, game over. They're up at 22 now. After 3, technically after this half inning, coaches could agree, if they're up by 15, to end it. But we have heard that may not happen. I mean, they're making the 3.5 hour, well, on the bus, actually, it's longer.
Coming from Bend,
Bend, it's longer. Yeah. 3.5 in a car, but on the bus, it's probably 4.5. And you got the JV team here as well playing, and they just want to get probably as much playing time as possible, especially early in the season. Sounds like they might actually go ahead and play the 5 if it's still a 10-run gap difference. Tags up in time. Back. Shadell flies out.
Big hit from her, though, right? She's always big swings, big hits. Sometimes they don't go as far and pop out like that, but.
Susie Foster, 2 walks and a single. She's 1 for 1. It's in the dirt football one. Smacked into the outfield, and that'll be a single. First and second. Abby Foster, 3 for 3. Fielder's choice single and 2 RBI singles.
Careless Whisper.
Yes.
Wham, her walk-up song. Love it.
So Wham or George Michael? It is Wham?
Yeah, same thing.
No, contraire. No, I'm just kidding. But yes, lead singer the same. I couldn't remember if it was a George Michael or a Wham. But a great song.
I think it's Wham. Let's take a look. I'll have to Google it now. Mr. Google, what say you?
Bases loaded. Peyton Schwab, 3
Oh,
for
you're right.
3.
George Michael.
It is, after he was already solo. And Seether has done a great cover of that song.
I bet that's wicked.
A rock version.
Yeah, yeah.
That one's high off the glove. Runners will not advance.
Yeah, I didn't want to attempt a home run steal or a home base steal. It's always a difficult one.
It's not the backstop is not far away from home plate, so it's a risk anytime anyone decides to run from there, even though it might be close. So we'll score a run, but get another out. 2 down now. It is second and third, 23-0. Do we have a new batter up?
Freeman's up. Michaela Freeman, we saw her earlier coming in and run for Lily Reed. First time at bat today.
Looks like she's in for Perez. Especially if you heard that Perez will be pitching in the second game, then probably just, give her a little rest from now until then. Line inside, ball 2. Oh. That must have been ball 3 because that was a walk. Bases loaded. It is not Grace Aldrich. Looks like it's Megan Allen coming in.
Yeah, Junior Varsity, they're playing on the field just right across from us here. Finished their first game already. They are playing 2 as well. Yep, Crater won over the Cougars in the Junior Varsity matchup for their first game as well.
I went right back to Everest. Everest threw him out at home, forced out at home with the being bases loaded. That will end the inning. We'll move to the top of the fourth, 23-0.
Throughout the first didn't even matter there, although it wasn't an out.
Dropped, but yep, already the third out. Be right back on TableRockSports.net.
It's game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great. And we need you to know your role.
You can be a player.
You can be a coach. You can be a spectator.
Or an official.
But you only get to be one. Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
It's my experience.
Don't yell at the refs. They have a hard job.
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role.
So what do you do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Table Rock Sports says hello to our 2,250 YouTube subscribers who get updates when games go live. Join the team at YouTube/Table Rock Sports. Yeah, hit that bell. Get all the get all the notifications when we are live. So everything had been reset as far as the scoreboard, which you saw back to 0, and we thought, oh, they really are going to only go 3 then because they hit that. They were over 15 runs, but they are going to play the 5. Danny just got confirmation of that. They're just figuring out the scoreboard, getting that reset.
Just trying to fix that up. I don't know why it was looking okay, but anyways, yeah, they're going to keep going.
There should be Addison Carroll now. Shadell now is in the circle. She was able to get out of the way of that one. That one in the dirt for a ball. He will take first. Or not. She ran to first. I'm not sure why, because she didn't hit 4 balls yet. It's only 2-1. She heads back to the plate. And it was 3-1 apparently. Now it's 4-1. Okay.
Just talked to athletic director David Hurt, and he said that basically the consensus is they're going to allow head coach for Mountain View, Sarah Stacy, to go ahead and just call it whenever she's done for this first game, because basically, like you were saying, after 3, if you're up by 15, they can end it. But they're going to allow her to make that decision, let the kids play as much as they want up until then. So we'll see if this goes to 5 or call it at any time. But so far, it's just kind of in her wheelhouse as far as when she wants to call game 1 here. But yeah, I get it. For a 4-hour ride, you want to play. It's still early in the season. You're going to get loose, get that gel with the team together.
Alexis Everest, grind out her first time up.
Interesting seeing Maddie Shadell, though, as a pitcher. It's rare.
That's the thing with all these software players. You know that they're very, well, they're almost like utility players at that point where they can play so many different positions and they're called into that, whereas you get more specialized with baseball players, I've noticed. High school, they could do multiple, but then once you get to the pros, that's it. Like college and the pros, they're pretty much sticking to the one. Here they can do so much and they get to experience, which is kind of cool too. You find out what you like and what you're really good at, different positions. Not thrown back out, just tagged back up, but did line out to third, which brings it to 2 outs. He said 11. But we have listed number 6. It's Haley Clark. She was the one we didn't get her first time up, but she did ground out her first time up. Takes the first pitch for a ball. Second one for a ball as well. She check swings that. That one's in for a strike. 2-1. Two and two after that miss. 2-2-2. Top of the fourth. It's going to be a strikeout. That ends the top of the fourth. We move to the bottom of the fourth. You're watching TableRockSports.net.
The days grow long, calling you to pack a bag, grab the kids, and hit the road to Southern Oregon. Your journey begins when you travel Medford.
This is Jake. He's a serious cyclist training for his next race. Each morning, Jake takes his bike on the bus to work. By not owning a car, Jake is saving nearly $1,000 a month in gas, car payments, insurance, and repair. The money he saves allows him to participate in the Race for a Cure for breast cancer. With every ride he takes, he's 1 mile closer to crossing the finish line on behalf of his mom. Way to go, Jake.
There's a time machine that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Let me ask you a question. It's a math question.
There we go. There we go. A little math for you.
And we're back. I like math.
Math here. Things as far as that's a pop-up, but it is out of play. Going on to the bouncing on the road. Missed the car.
Just
Good.
about. Little silver Honda just bounced right underneath that.
Bottom of the fourth. It's going to be low ball 1.
1-1.
Yeah, Taylor Kenworthy back up. 3-run home run her last time up. There's 1-2. That one fouled off. Another one into the road. And a cat. You see the cat?
Yeah.
So a cat was nearby under those windows, and the ball almost got it. It took off.
There's a couple of people behind us here watching on the hill. They all saw that too. You could hear them all laughing.
Still 1-2. No, Ray, no animals were harmed in this broadcast. And there's one of the players retrieving that. Cat's okay, ball's okay.
It is it's quite the duty, though, chasing around those out-of-park foul balls. And
yeah, she just got two of them just on this at-bat. In the dirt, ball 2. In the dirt. Or that was already 3. Or maybe it hit her toe. I'm not sure. But she takes first nonetheless. Lily Reed, 1 for 3. Table Rock Sports thanks our great sponsors, including John L. Scott and Sherm's Thunderbird and Food for Less. These businesses make sure we can keep live high school sports streaming for you. Kenworthy caught in a pickle, but not anymore. She's back to first safely. I haven't looked it up, but I'm pretty sure that's right. That's where the phrase "I'm in a pickle" came from, right here.
Oh,
because you're caught between the ball being thrown, and you're between 2 bases, and you're in a difficult spot.
Did the saying come first, and then they just translated that to baseball?
I don't know. Where else would it say "I'm caught in a pickle"? That sounds kind of weird.
Yeah, that sounds
like, wait, you're in a cucumber? Got them out at second, but that throw too high at first. The Reed will be safe at first, but it's now 1 down. I'm caught in a canned cucumber.
But why would they come up with that idea or that saying in baseball? Same reason. Just come up. You're in a pickle?
Yeah.
Why not you're in a...
Exactly. I don't know where that came
from.
No matter what, it's weird. Wherever it came from.
I'm in a kiwi. It is weird. Fickle pickle.
Kilbane, 3 for 3. True, I believe that cotton to pickle came from the baseball/softball reference. However, where did they get that reference? Why would that? Yeah,
right.
Why is cotton to pickle even cotton to pickle? Back safely.
Whew, that was a close one. Oh, I'll tell you where it came from. While they're taking a little break there on the field, English idioms are funny things pulled out of a wordy hodgepodge of history, and in a pickle, that's one of the more obscure of the bunch. The Oxford English Dictionary, the scholarly authority on all things English, says that the first written use of pickle to mean a difficult situation occurred in a wacky old poem from John Hayward's 1562 Proverbs and Epigrams.
Okay.
Time is tickle, chance is fickle, man is brickle, Prelitus pickle, Wordeth mickle, seasoning ickle. I don't know what the heck any of those words are.
Yeah.
Old English, but yeah. That's the poem right there.
Frailties pickle. Yeah, doesn't make sense. At least the diamond reference makes sense here, where you're caught in a pickle. But that one, I'm not sure the origin.
Here.
There you go. Chance is fickle, man is brickle. Frailty's pickle, podreth mickle, seasoning lickle.
There you go.
No idea.
Nope.
Whatever that bloke was talking about.
John Hayward, 1562. Never heard of him. Alrighty. But there we go. Get a little English lesson on the Table Rock broadcast. Caught in a pickle. Still don't understand how it got translated over to baseball.
Correct.
300 years later.
There's got to be, yeah. Different pitcher for the Cougars. It's going to be Brooke Henners, leadoff hitter.
You know, also pickle could be to preserve something, right?
Yeah. Well, like cucumbers, if you want to do it, you put the can it, and you can it, and
you pickle something.
Yeah, pickled beets, pickled jalapenos, pickled whatever.
And that's what the writer of that article thinks, that maybe that had more to do with preserving than an actual pickle itself. Could be. Interesting to see what happens here. Bottom of the fourth. Got a new pitcher coming in for Mountain View.
Yeah, we'll be back in just a moment.
I'm Pat Cox with Sherm's Food Stores. The employees of Sherm's are proud to be part of your community.
We have thousands of customers in our stores every day, and our checkers know a lot of them on a first-name basis. They tend to enjoy what they do, and they love it, so it reflects in how they treat the customer.
If you live anywhere in Southern Oregon, there's a Sherm's store near you. We hope to see you soon.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Daily Adventure starts at Pinnacle 365. Accelerate your day with morning motivation. That midday pick-me-up pit stop. Plus, earn free rewards with our Peak Rewards app. And when you buy Red Bull, Old Wisconsin Jerky, and many other items, you'll accumulate big savings on fuel. With locations in Oregon and California, we are here to keep you energized throughout the day. And with our Peak Rewards app, we'll help you travel further for less, keeping more money in your pockets. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
2 balls, no strikes to Shadell. That's 3 balls, no strikes now. Yeah, the new pitching clock in Major League Baseball, 15 seconds. By the time the pitcher receives the ball back after a pitch or the start of a new batter, you got 15 seconds to pitch. Otherwise, it counts as a ball if they take longer than that.
Interesting, and that's when it resets once the pitcher receives it back?
Once they get it, you see the clock. They have a clock in the outfield and the clock up for the near home plate behind the catcher that the pitcher can see.
Yeah.
And then you see the ump. It happened several times for one pitcher in the Angels-Dodgers game where he just signs. He goes back up to the booth to tell him, shows how many balls it's supposed to be. But, yeah, so it counts another ball. Another ball. 15 seconds. You take longer than 15 seconds. Another ball for you as a pitcher.
Wow.
There's even been some games where it counted as a walk, and then the team lost the game because the pitcher took too long. Pitchers here have been pretty quick. They're pretty good about it. But you get some of these baseball games, and the pitchers just take forever. So it's to speed it up a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, some pitchers do just drag it on.
Yeah. They walk back to the end of the mound, and they pick up the little chalk bag and wipe it off and adjust their hat and then look over here, get the sign finally, and you're at least 30 seconds easy between pitches.
More than 15 seconds just now explaining all that to me.
Yep.
We've got another walk here, another run for the Comets as they round the bases as they're loaded. One out here in the bottom of the fourth.
Abby Foster as Susie Foster and Shadell on first and second, keeping it bases loaded, but yeah, 24-0.
Bases aren't loaded anymore, and they called an out on someone. I didn't see it pop up here.
I wonder if they had her leave the base before the pitch.
I don't know.
Popped out. There we go. Top of the fifth, 24-0. You're watching TapeRockSports.net.
This is Maya. As an embedded systems engineering student at Rogue Community College, Maya spends a lot of time in the lab, learning circuit design and making great connections with her instructors and classmates. By riding the bus and not owning a car, Maya saves almost $1,000 a month. RVTD helps Maya get to and from class safely and easily, enabling her to invest in her bright future at Oregon Tech. Way to go, Maya!
Don't stop! Get it! Talk about what's our greatness is!
Get a little Dutch Bros in here. Another day, another Dutch Bros. Oh my god, that's so good. So worth it. Oh my god.
It's pretty freaking dope, dude. I love every single day of it.
Welcome back, TibRockSports.net. That was a win. As you see there, the final score 24-0. They decide to call it. They decide. Grace Aldrich just saying how she was shocked that we were back here. Didn't realize that we were calling the game. We're showing the game. 24-0, the final, the John L. Scott scoreboard. Game 1, we will have this one and only this one for you, even though the doubleheader will be played. The second game here just after this is the Grant's crew and coaches getting the infield all nice and purty again. Winning pitcher for this one, Susie Foster, 2 strikeouts for her. Got some other players in for Crater. It's got to get some experience, but most of them end up with either at least 2 hits each player with this, and most of them got 4 at-bats in only 4 innings of play. Taylor Kenworthy, the highlight there, with a 3-run home run. She ended with hit by pitch and a walk, obviously not counting those towards her at-bats, but a double, an RBI double, and a 3-run home run, 3 for 3. Including the hit by pitch and a walk. So she got on base every at-bat, but every player doing really well for the Comets today. Mountain View wanting to shore some things up. Fielding, they'll want to work on for sure. Hitting, you go up against some of these pitchers, they're really good. You can't do a lot to do with that, but your fielding is something, and then defense is something you definitely got to work on, and I'm sure that's what they're working on. Final thoughts from you, Danny?
Well, first game of the season, wasn't a challenge at all for the Comets. They just came in here, owned this one. It was just too easy for them, hopefully, Mountain View come back with their second game here in the doubleheader, a little bit more aggressive, I guess, or a little bit more of a challenge for them. I hate to come all the way down here, long ride, just to be, just beaten in both games. That's tough for a team, but hey, it's good to see them out there fighting, and a little Crater bias, considering that my kids go here. My wife works here. I live right down the street from the school, so glad to see them win. But I'd love to see games that are a little bit tighter. That one was a blowout. I've never seen anything like that one before. So like I say, hopefully round 2 here, the Cougars just, whatever, just things come together a little bit better for them, and they just get a little bit more of a closer, tighter game. That'd be fun to watch. I think it's a good sign, though, for the Comets for their season. So hopefully it's going to be a good one for them. Game 1 in the books.
They've had very good teams over the years we've watched them, and before then, as Mountain View will fall to 1-1. Before, of course, we have this doubleheader here coming here in just a few minutes at Crater, not on TibRock Sports. And for Crater, their first game, first win, 1-0, as they have their second opportunity for another win here coming up in just a few moments, and they will be at South Medford next week, and then a spring break tournament hosted by North Medford the 27th and 28th. And then nothing, and then we're April 11th, which is really when league starts. They'll be at Springfield on the 11th, and then we got some Saturday games and Thursday and Friday coming up where they will conclude at Ashland on May 19th. So it really kicks off here shortly. And hopefully Sarah Stacy and the Cougars working on what they can leading up to the second game. With it being only their second game overall, yeah, you've had the practices up until just last week when they had their first game. Things will only really get better for the teams as you get into the later parts of the season. you improve no matter what. That's just kind of a natural thing. You practice, you should be improving. We do thank you for watching today's live stream in action. And for Crater High School Athletic Director David Hurd, always helping with everything we might need here at Crater High School. Sport in, sport out, season in, season out, day after day for us, night after night. Special thanks for Sarah Stacy. And safe travels to them as they will leave after this one. Plus the JV teams are probably going to be on the same bus, I'm assuming. Special thanks to Chris Arnold, Dan Hopkinson, the head coaches for Crater as well. And the final score on the John Scott scoreboard, 24 for Crater, 0 for Mountain View. This has been a special presentation of Table Rock Sports. Our executive producer is Joe Brett with Danny Canada. I'm Aaron Nilsson. Thank you for watching and have a good afternoon and good night from Crater High School in Central Point, Oregon.